Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second game of a best of 3 series. This is going to be on the map Echo Isles. On the top left we have PraDo spawning in. Sorry about that. I'm rather tired. Spawning in as the green orc player. Did not really work out well in game 1, I think, but I'll get to that later. Top right we have his teammate Yumiko spawning in as the red human player. A bit of a delayed Altar of Kings, but that's what we expect from human players, I guess. Either way, what happened in game 1? I think it was a pretty standard game, to be fairly honest, except for the fact that Yumiko went tech first, keep first, instead of expand, but he still won, which was rather surprising. How did he do that? Probably just had a better early game, I think, with his hero. Blade Master didn't really get that many jacks off on the creep camps. He didn't get many peasants during the transitions, I guess. And of course, Sorceresses just completely overpowering the Blade Master. Usually the BM is a strong hero, but when it gets hindered by slow, it's really difficult. Instead, PraDo, not going to rely on that, knowing that those Sorceresses can be a bit of a problem, is going to go for a Farseer first. So always an interesting pick, in my honest opinion. Farseer first usually leads to the chainwave strategy, or the combination you could call it, which is basically the Farseer and the Turn Chieftain just spamming their respective abilities, which is Shockwave and Chain Lightning. A lot of AoE damage, a lot of mana to be consumed though, so that is a bit of a problem. But of course, once that Farseer gets either level 5 or level 6, he can get both of his level 3 abilities on those Spirit Wolves as well as the Chain Lightning, or maybe you might even have sort of a base race with the Earthquake coming in. But Yumiko did spot that Farseer rather early and will try to, I guess, maybe adapt? I don't think so though. I honestly think that double Arcane Sanctums probably will be coming in again. Farseer taking a lot of damage actually. You can see him already in the yellowish area. On the health bars we are going to go keep tick for Yumiko once again, so is hopefully going to gain some momentum right here. Spirit Wolves needs to be careful, will be taken out. That is going to be a little bit more experience for the Farseer. So the Farseer, I mean, it's typical to see Farseers take Spirit Wolves first anyway, because Chain Lightning is not really a good creeping tool. Not sure how well it is in terms of just harassment though, just constant early fighting. I don't think it's that great, I think. But then again, Farseer shouldn't be fighting this early on. I think I'm rather surprised he's not just focusing on creeping. Stronghold is on the way. I believe that is rather early compared to the keep tick, which it is. So he really wants to get that Turn Chieftain out. The problem is if the Turn Chieftain comes out and the Farseer is still level 1, can't really go for a combo. So let's see how this will turn out. Yumiko will gain level 2 after that null camp. The wolves are trying to wreak some havoc, but yeah, not really doing any damage whatsoever. I believe there was a tower in the middle anyway, so it was pretty much just dealing with those wolves. Archmage, yeah, is low health, but will be able to get out of the way. Yeah, Arcane Tower is definitely going to just deny access for those Spirit Wolves in the future, so yeah, it's not looking good for PraDo, I think. Troll Headhunters, once again we are going to see him go for that. He didn't really commit to that composition. Let's see what happens if he does. I think that would be a lot of poke damage, I think, with the Shockwave and Chain Lightnings and all that. PraDo is at tier 2, so could possibly go for that Turn Chieftain. We will, I guess, just have to see. It is not going to be a Turn Chieftain, so forget anything what I said. PraDo is going to go for a Fire Lord second, so rather interesting to go for. We do have a couple of peons being spotted, so there was potentially going to be a tower push from PraDo, but it will not happen. Instead, Yumiko is going to be the one chasing for a bit until PraDo shows his entire army, and then is going to speed scroll to the main base. This is looking rather desperate from PraDo in my opinion, or at least as I view it. This looks a rather desperation attempt. Beastmaster is going to come in, usually one of the best heroes to fight against tower plays, mainly because you can just summon so many piercing damage from just usage of mana. Usually the other good, other good tower siege, anti-tower siege hero is a panda, mainly because of his AoE damage to buildings. But here we go, rather hectic fight coming in from both players. Spirit Wolves are going to deal some damage, but the Elementals are just way better in my opinion. Lava Spawns not really gaining the chance to split up, but then that's also very good for PraDo's part because it is just soaking up damage. However, PraDo is going to cancel those towers. Not a good sign, especially since you just can't like leave it and then rebuild it. He has to just either fully finish or just cancel it, which he did, and this is not gonna look good. Farseer is still at level 1, Firelord is still at level 1 as well. I think this really should have gone for a chain wave combo. Instead, we're gonna have a Firelord facing himself against a failed tower push. We're gonna have more peons on its way. Yumiko pretty much not gonna be phased at all. Yes, Yumiko is OP. Arcane Sanctum is on its way. We don't have a blacksmith. Maybe a little surprised on that. A blacksmith would have definitely led to mortar teams, and that would have definitely just shut down the siege coming in from PraDo. But PraDo is going to be rather persistent. He is going to place down towers once again, and he is going to show himself at the main base. Let's see how Yumiko does this. Hawk is flying around, but I'm not sure how useful that guy is gonna be. He can't really attack, so there's no point. And Yumiko is gonna lose himself that arcane vault, but he does have a lot of militia. 42 worth of supply versus PraDo's 40. Pillage is on its way, so those grunts will be able to just pay themselves off as they attack enemy buildings. Archmage is just a little bit there to level 3, and let's see if he can get it. He will actually get it, and level 2 elementals will be coming out very soon. Troll Berserker, Ogre Mauler, as well as the Shadow Priest has been hired up for Yumiko. No Rock Golem, actually, no need for the Rock Golem as the sorceresses are here. The second Watchtower was completed, but it was destroyed immediately afterwards. The first and only tower for PraDo is now trying to do as much damage as possible. We do have a lava spawn split over there on the left side, but the other half has been taken out, and the remainder will be following as well. Troll Berserker, I must say, not Berserker, but just their Headhunter, did do a fair amount of damage. Not sure if it was that noticeable, but it is still damage nonetheless. Level 2 finally gained for the Farseer. There we go with that chain lightning. I'm not sure if that's the best timing for a level 2 Farseer. Ooh, will lose himself to that Elemental and Quill Beast. That is actually going to be a pretty quick series coming in from Yumiko and PraDo. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. The next series is going to be Nicker versus Calypso. So yep, look forward to that. I'll see you guys next time.